G'day mates, Train Simulator Driver here. Today I'm going to give a bit of joy to another simulator that I drive called RUN8. RUN8 is all about the trains. It's not about the graphics, it's about the trains. So let's just jump right in. Now, RUN8 can be really complex, or you can run it relatively simply. I'm going to show you a simple path forward to getting the train to go. This is the Selkirk route, essentially New York, and I am driving a train from Amtrak, so it's from the Amtrak Pack 1, and I'm using carriages from Amfleet. Now, to start the train up, we have highlighted the locomotive. I can put a crew on it if I want to, an AI crew, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start the locomotives up. There's only one, but it's starting now. The sounds in this game are pretty amazing. So, being a passenger train, let's turn on the head-end power. Let's through my brake pipe by opening all of the cocks. Auto everything in the loco. And we'll leave the AOT device alone because it should already have one. We don't need to do multiple unit because we've only got one locomotive. Let's say our train is full. We're doing short hood lead, which is correct. We are in run. Leave the dynamic brakes alone. Handbrakes applied, we'll deal with that in a minute. We got lots and lots of fuel. So, to get into the cab, it's either Control F11 on your keyboard, or if you're lucky enough to have a rail driver like I am, then we'll use F11. So let me just pop the rail driver into this video. That would probably be a little bit handy, wouldn't it? Let's pop him in, let's put him down here out of the way. So we're going to go Engineer View, and that takes us into the cab. Cab's all red, a bit ugly. One click and that's gone. So if we have a look in our cab, we've got all our main controls. We've got our conductor over here of the day. And you notice bastard's brought himself a cup of coffee. Where's my cup of coffee? I haven't got one. But anyway, we're going to keep going now. So the sounds in this game are pretty amazing. I quite enjoy them. But what I really enjoy about this game is the realism. Now, the graphics aren't brilliant, so if we look at this, for example, there's a little bit of animation as we click through the switches. Not a big deal, not much. Anyway, let's get rid of our park brake, so park brake off. And I'm just going to concentrate on the controls for a moment. Let us release our brakes. Now, RUN8's fully integrated with rail driver, so when I came into the train and my reverser was already in forward, the reverser here is in forward, but I can show you it move. Now, I've released the brakes. We have an EOT error. Let's just pop back outside, because that means I don't have one. So if we go down to the ground, come back a bit, and I'll click on our train, and let's auto EOT. I thought this already had one, obviously not. Back inside the train, and we now no longer have EOT error, which is good. Now, brakes are off, released. Very, very important with RUN8. It is realistic. If you fang the thing out of the box and go up to notch 8, you're going to break couplers. If you do things with your brakes, there we go, we've got EOT move now, end of train move, so we can notch up a little bit more. Let's take it up to notch 3. If you go hard, you'll blow it up. When you're shunting and you're connecting freight cars and the like, if you open your angle cocks all the way, straight away, you'll pop open the valve in the locomotive called PCS, and then you'll have to go through the very exciting reset procedure for that. So this thing is all about train running. As you can see, it's not about the graphics. I mean, the bushes are like a cross, if you like, so are the trees. Quite often the rocks don't even touch the ground. And let's not talk about that water, although it is better than Train Sim 2's water. While we're out here, if I turn on... You can see I've turned on the tags for the train, so the locomotive and each of the carriages have their own unique numbers, and so do the places. That's really helpful in freight operations, so you know who to pick up and who not to. So I'll just kill those because we don't really need them in what we're doing today, and back into the locomotive because we are very fast approaching a station that we're going to stop at. Did I mention it sounds awesome? You can hear the individual carriages, you can hear the loco, you can hear everything. When you're backing up a 2-mile long freight train that's so long you can't actually hear the locomotives down the front, and you're pushing the back cars into a siding somewhere, you can hear the creaking of the rubber blocks on the individual bolsters on the cars. You can hear the knuckles of the couplers grinding against each other. It is just amazing. Now let's just throttle back and start our braking because we're nearly at the station, and we'll just pop outside again because there's something we should see about this crossing. I'll just push that brake up a bit harder. So let's go back to that crossing. Gates move, yay! So we're coming to a stop down near the station down there. Pop back into our train. Let's have a bit of a look at some graphics around here where these rocks are. And notice, these ones aren't too bad. These ones are at least touching the ground. Get back up here near this switch. You can see these rocks. Like this one's not even on the ground. Look at that, it doesn't touch the ground at all. And there's a switch sitting here, just buried in a hill. Changing switches. I shouldn't really do this with a train on top, but I will. Hopefully that doesn't derail it. But you just click on them to do that, and you can do them from there or you can do them from the map. You notice, even though the rear car is still in the station up there, even though I ran through a little bit, the passengers don't actually move. They don't get on and off. So that's about enough of our very, very short introduction to RUN8. I'll record another one shortly with a freight train, and with that one we'll probably do a little bit of coupling and uncoupling. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, please feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate getting your subscriptions. So bye for now, and bye from Amtrak.